Bristol's biggest concert hall is to drop the name of the slave trader Edward Colston from its name following protests and a boycott by musicians. The Guardian can reveal. The charity that runs Colston Hall, Bristol Music Trust, said on Wednesday it was the beginning of a new dawn for the venue. Louise Mitchell, the chief executive of the trust, described the Colston name as a toxic brand. She said, "For us it feels like the beginning of a new dawn. We are doing this now because it is the right thing to do. It's not about commerce. It's about doing the right thing." Mitchell said the trust would work with artists on finding a new name. She would also be talking to commercial partners about the renaming. She said, "We really don't feel an association with Edward Colston, however tenuous, is the way we want to move forward." For the next year, the venue will retain the name Colston Hall. It will then close for refurbishment. When it reopens, it will have a new name. Colston Hall has been a target of activists who have demanded the slave trader's name be erased from all of Bristol's buildings, and other memorials to him removed. Their campaign has been boosted by the revered Bristol band Massive Attack, who have refused to play Colston Hall. Bristol's mayor, Marvin Rees, has also added weight to the campaign, saying, "My ancestors are from slaves. I'm not a fan of it, the name." Some of the world's biggest music and comedy stars have performed at Colston Hall, including the Beatles, David Bowie, Elton John, Ella Fitzgerald, Louis Armstrong and Bob Dylan. Mitchell previously said, Colston Hall is well known locally, regionally and nationally, as one of the major arts and entertainment centers in the country. Changing our identity is a major move that requires careful consideration. As we have always stated, we need to go through a thorough process that takes into account views from local, national and even international stakeholders and partners. We want the hall to be a place open to all. That's why we're working so hard to champion accessibility for performers and audiences, as well as those who will be able to participate in music education and enterprise. And reviewing the name has always been part of our plan. The move will increase the pressure on other Bristol institutions with Colston connections. In February, Bristol Cathedral said it was prepared to consider removing its biggest stained glass window of its close association with Colston. However, the cathedral said eradicating Colston's memory from the city was a tricky issue. Colston was born in 1636 and died in 1721. Much of his wealth came from slavery. He donated funds to almshouses, schools and churches.